Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where I apologize that this episode is going to be a little late. I don't know how late. Well, actually I don't necessarily know that it will be late, but it'll probably be late. And it's just because I've been having some technical issues with the episode. I think I have them fixed now. I hope. So let's hop into the command center. We're ready to deploy. I don't want to do this assassinate mission. For one thing, there are apparently extremely heavy supporting lances here, and they're in a cicada. If they run away, then we just take a bunch of damage for no reward. We can't catch the cicada, so let's just hold off on that one. This is a defend base, this is a blackout, this is a battle here. If there's only a single local government lance, even with it 2.5 skulls, that might not be too bad. It's about 1 million pay. It's not really worth the salvage, I think. Yeah, I think because of priority salvage, we don't even get an extra priority salvage here, so we'll just go 1-4 and 833k. And then I believe we will go for, let's see here, Plato in the Stalker. We'll put Time Lord 88 in the Vulcan, and I think Squire? No. I think Showboat in the Stealth. Okay, hopefully this lance isn't too heavy. Let's see how this goes. It's 2.5 skulls, so that is going to be interesting to be sure. If we have to, we can always withdraw, although our Stalker is really bad at that because it always puts the withdrawal on the other side of the enemies for reasons. So let's just see what we've got here, because this is going to be a little spooky potentially. We need to destroy enemy forces. Within the last 3 months, the planetary government has struck our facilities, personnel, and supply convoys over 6 times. My superiors in the League leadership would like to even the score. We'd like to hire you to find a local government lance and destroy it, to demonstrate we are not without military resources on Kostrovia. If they want to show military strength here in Kostrovia, we can do that for them. Okay, so we don't have any assistance. That's fine. Move forward, acquire a target lance, and light them up. Keep an eye out for reinforcements. I get the impression these folks are a bit twitchy. Okay. So there's likely to be reinforcements. What kind of approach do we want to take here? I kind of want to follow this coastline. There's good cover along the way. So we're going to head out over... Oh, this is the edge of the map. Okay. We're going to have to cut up through this cover. That's fine.
I'm your spaniel.
No eyes on enemies. Yet. They're quite a ways away.
Understood. Affirmative.
And we are... Okay, we have a contact. That is a hammer. Okay, that's not that threatening.
On my way.
That's a good sign.
Waiting for orders.
We'll close in with our Vulcan here.
Roger.
And for now, we'll just brace.
Good to go.
And we'll do the same thing with our stealth. Right up over here. We see another unit over here. That's a Savage Wolf Mark IV. Okay. That's a little spooky. How'd the local government get their hands on that?
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements.
Okay, that's a flea. This guy just disappeared. The tiny Atlas closed in. Did like 12 damage. Okay, more missiles out over that way. Wish it would let me see what some of these are. Okay, that's a hoplite. It's a fire starter out there.
I'm your spaniel.
Fine. We're going to sprint forward with the Stalker here.
Heading out. Full speed.
And we are going to take a look at what we've got for hit odds. 30% on the hammer. That's probably going to be our best. Yes, indeed. Light him up.
Target acquired.
Okay. Moderate armor reduction on the hammer's front arc. We'll take that.
Yeah?
We'll close in with our Hunchy a little bit here.
Confirmed.
And we'll take some pot shots, see if we can get some more armor reduction.
Roger.
Okay, not bad. Okay. It's this mech I'm very worried about. So far, nothing else that we've seen has been that dangerous.
Standing by.
I'm going to take the Vulcan up over this direction.
Acknowledged.
Firestarter and a second Firestarter. FS9S and an FS1H. We've got water nearby if necessary. Sadly, our narc missed.
I hear ya.
Okay, I'm going to jump in with the stealth, I think.
Got it.
And that got us our sensor trace on the Savage Wolf. I'm still concerned about this guy. What's his rear armor looking like? His rear is pretty weak. If we can get in behind him with our backstabbers, we'll be good. This is a dangerous range to be at. But we can't move now. We gotta hope our evasive pips do the trick.
Take this.
Okay. Here he comes. Oh, that's a copperhead out there. Okay. Hammer moves in. Head hit injury ignored. Okay.
What do you need?
We are going to bring our Hunchy out over this direction. I still want this hammer dead if at all possible. This is kind of strong side, but I wouldn't exactly argue that the hammer has a strong side right now.
Copy that.
I'd love to have this hammer dead. Oh, they've got enemy units, reinforcements, and a support lance, huh? That's wonderful to see.
I'm ready.
We're going to close in with our stalker here.
I am the wind.
And this is frontal arc on the Savage Wolf. Okay, I was just checking. Yeah, our hit odds are not great on anything. I've seen better bombardments. To be sure. Okay. If they want to miss the Hunchy, I'm fine with that. Ignore these all you want. Okay, no damage to the stealth there from the LRMs. It's the Savage Wolf that I'm super worried about. And it's moving now. Okay. It missed its first shot. That's great.
Waiting for orders.
We're going to take our stealth around behind the hammer.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to light him up rear arc.
Got it.
And he's dead. Okay. That's half of the support lance. Great. Engine core 150 crit. That flea damaged itself. Indeed it did.
I await your command.
I'm going to close in with the stalker here. I think the strategy for the Savage Wolf has to be we got to get behind it. Let's check our hit odds. 10%, 26%, actually like 30% on the Firestarter. About the same 30% on the Savage Wolf. Okay. Let's soften up the Savage Wolf.
Locking on.
I didn't expect too much out of that. Sadly, we don't have a lot of space to work with over here. We could sprint up over here and take this side arc hit. Alternately, we could jump here.
Lifting off.
And I think that would be slightly better for us.
On it.
Ah, we missed an arc. Sad. Okay, there's a Clint out over there. We're definitely very heavily outgunned here. But maybe we can punch above our weight with some backstabs. These guys actually all backed off. That gave us an opportunity. We're going to close in over here with our Hunchy.
Roger.
And continue keeping the pressure on the Savage Wolf.
Firing.
No hits. I'm not hugely surprised by that, but I'm a little disappointed. Okay, they're firing on the Hunchy. That's fine. We don't care about that. A bushwhacker out there. We didn't know about him.
Receiving you.
Okay. We can get in just behind the Savage Wolf. It would expose our Vulcan relatively heavily. But I'm going to do it. We get in behind. We Vigilance. We have 4 evasive pips. We're in cover. The only one who can backstab us is the Bushwhacker. And the Savage Wolf's rear arc is very weak. If we get lucky here, there's a small possibility that we kill. Very small.
All weapons marked off.
We did not get lucky. In fact, it was the other thing. Okay, the Savage Wolf backs off. Really?
He's blown past my armor.
You have got to be kidding me. He hits 2 ERPPCs with 4 evasive pips. That is kind of awful luck.
Waiting on
Okay.
you, Commander.
Well, we can take our stealth up over here.
Taking the high road.
And we could fire on the Savage Wolf. We can't fire this medium laser. Okay, the flea closes in. Fires on the Hunchy. We don't care about this.
Commander.
That double ERPPC hit definitely made me really sad. Can we get in optimal range of the flea? We can.
Let's move.
We're in the Spore Cloud, but we're not really taking fire here. We're still better off firing at something else, though. And I guess the Savage Wolf it is. I think we don't fire our lasers here.
I'm showing minor damage.
Okay. And the Bushwhacker comes in, fires on the stealth with the LBX. Okay, it doesn't really do much there. There are so many enemies. And they all pretty heavily outweigh us. Luckily, these fire starters aren't really doing anything.
Yeah?
Not quite ready to bail on this mission yet. Although we're getting close. I mean, we'll fire on the flea.
I'm on it.
We're not probably going to do much, but... I mean, any damage to a flea is pretty painful. Firing on the Stalker, that's fine. 0 hit from AMS? Okay.
Standing by.
That's kind of exciting. So rear arc would have to be over this way. And I guess that's what we've got to do here. I'm also going to Vigilance the Vulcan here. We're going to keep going for this. We did manage to narc it. Firestarter closes in. I don't think either of those flamers hit, which is a very, very good thing.
What can I do for you?
Okay, our stealth is currently a bit overheated. We're going to jump into the water over here. This is only 2 evasive pips.
I soar!
The Savage Wolf could step forward and attack us here, and would do considerable damage. Our hit odds are incredibly low. I think we just brace here and sink heat. Okay, that's a Vulcan out there.
Yes, Commander.
We're going to close in with our Stalker. And exit the Spore Cloud. And we're going to continue working on this Savage Wolf.
Got it, Commander.
This guy still has to be our priority target right now. I'm still very concerned about the number of enemies that we're facing here.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to take the Hunchy over this direction and see if we can't intercept this flea. Our hit odds are pretty bad, but we'll give it a go. We hit literally nothing. Wonderful. Yeah, this is definitely a yikes. That Firestarter moves around, doesn't really do anything. The Bushwhacker closes in, fires on the Vulcan, does some damage. I wish I could scroll up to see what it did. Okay, Inferno rounds. Copperhead moving around over there. Savage Wolf closes in. It's lit on fire. Oh, that's just disgusting. However,
Took a heavy hit there.
it may have killed itself there. There's so many enemies.
That's all you got?
Commander.
Okay, we're going to take our Vulcan in over this way. This is only 2 evasive pips. I'd kind of like to jump for a third.
Jumping.
And these are good hit odds now. We could theoretically kill this Savage Wolf right now.
Got it.
We crit the engine core there. We destroyed a Streak SRM.
Taking a critical hit.
Okay, there's that Clint.
Come on. Send me a real mech warrior.
Okay, they missed the Vulcan. That's great.
Commander?
So now, we're going to jump our stealth in directly behind the Savage Wolf. And this is almost certainly a kill. Real. Oh, okay, he ejected. Ooh. So that's good. A little bit of damage in from the Hunchy, but that was their support lance gone. So now this is their main lance, and this is their reinforcement lance. The flea backed off. So we've got the Vulcan, the Clint. The Bushwhacker is now the dangerous target over here. And of course the fire starters are annoying. Plus 13 heat.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander. What do you need?
Okay. The Hunchy is just going to make its way up over this way for a singular evasive pip.
Let's move.
Potshot the Clint. We might do some damage here. They're in a Spore Cloud, I believe. No luck. Sad. Okay. Copperhead closes in. It actually did a ton of damage to this Firestarter. That's nice.
I'm here.
We're going to move up a bit with the Stalker. The question is, who do we fire on? The Clint, 21.2, 21.2, 26.4 on the Wounded Firestarter. Let's see, we've got 0.9 on the Flea. Yeah, I think we go for the Wounded Firestarter here.
Engaging target.
Okay, we broke through the armor in the front. That's pretty good. It's in the arm.
Receiving.
That's fine. Let's see, we could get the Vulcan out over this direction and side arc attack the Bushwhacker. And I think we do exactly that. It's not the greatest side arc attack, of course.
Affirmative.
We did manage to narc the Bushwhacker, though. That's a relatively big deal. It steps forward, attacks the Vulcan, and we prefer to attack the Vulcan over the stealth. The stealth is currently working on overheating. Copperhead comes forward, also attacks the Vulcan. Okay, this is starting to get dangerous for the Vulcan. Especially with that leg looking at being destroyed there.
Waiting for orders.
We have to jump here.
Engaging jump.
I'm thinking we jump here. And then we don't fire this medium laser. And we attack here, and maybe we stray shot. It's got AMS. Okay. We did get a head hit there on the Bushwhacker. The Clint backs off. We're okay with this. Firestarter doesn't do anything.
Thy will be done.
We're going to come forward.
Onward.
The fact that that Bushwhacker has AMS is interesting. To be sure. Okay, let's look at hit odds. Copperhead, 18%. This Firestarter, 30% still. Bushwhacker, 32%, but it has AMS. Clint, 8.1. Flea, no. Honestly, I think it's still this Firestarter.
May I interest you in some melting armor?
Okay. More armor removal there. Hoplite closes in a bit. Fires missiles on the Vulcan. We gotta move that Vulcan.
Not much armor left in that.
Oh, I'm aware. Flea? Firing on the Hunchy. That's fine. Okay. Our turn. And
Yeah.
we actually can't move the Vulcan yet. Right, that'll be next round. Okay, let's work on closing in over this way, although this looks like a rear arc attack. We're in rough terrain here. That is indeed a rear arc. 30%. Our hit odds are so much better on the Flea, though, and realistically, we could just straight up kill the Flea.
All weapons fire.
Sadly, we did not. Clint steps forward, fires on the Hunchy. Doesn't actually do anything. Okay. Phase 20, our turn. That means that the Bushwhack, or the Copperhead, is going to move before the Vulcan.
Good to go.
Okay. I want to jump here
Here we go.
as a bit of a distraction. I'm going to Vigilance and backstab this Firestarter.
Targeting enemy 6.
Okay, we took out the machine gun.
Critical hit.
I've definitely seen better. That Firestarter is just running away. I'll allow that. We actually got to move the Vulcan because they because they moved the fire starter instead. Let's see. Our weak side is our back and our left side. No, our right side. So we would want to face something like this if we were going to backstab, but it's not the greatest option. We may instead want to move over here. And let's see here. This would be right side. This would be weak side facing towards them. So we'd want to face something more like this. And I'm just going to brace because of our stability. And hope that they go after the stealth. Copperhead backs off, fires on the Hunchy. That's even better.
My armor's melting off.
Okay. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see if we can pull this off. It's going to be tough. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.